Are you tired of sitting on the sidelines watching opportunities pass you by? You know you have what it takes, but something's missing. It could be doubt, confidence, or fear that you're not representing your best self. Whatever it is, it stops now. It's time to align your passion with your purpose and seize the opportunities that await you. I want to see you get back in the game. So join me and my expert guests as we talk all things image, branding, and a bit of entrepreneurship. So if you're ready to gain insightful tips, tools, and strategies to help you amplify your presence and define your impact for greater success, sit with us as we talk about it. Welcome back to the Image Connection Show, where we go beneath the surface of image, branding, and entrepreneurship to help you live and lead with impact. I'm your host, Jenny Dewberry, certified image, personal brand coach, and consultant. I'm so glad to have you here with me today for my solo segment. And this is something that I will be doing moving forward. Each month, one segment where I'll discuss various topics as they relate to image and personal branding. Today's segment is simply about what it means to be really seen. So if you have felt like you're showing up, trying, adjusting, but something still feels slightly off, this episode is for you. But before we get into it, I want to redefine something that people think they already know, and that's image and what it really is. But I will tell you that image isn't just clothes. Your clothes is an extension of your image, but image is communication and multiple forms of it working together to create alignment from the inside out. I identify 3 layers of image as identity, expression, and impact. Identity, who are you? What are your values, your lived experiences, your sense of self? And then expression is how you communicate that identity through appearance, behavior, communication, style. And impact is what do people feel they've left you, that experience. Simple but powerful, because when these 3 things are aligned, everything goes, everything feels natural. But when they're not, there's friction. And people feel that friction, even if they can't name what it is. And here's where people go wrong. Most people approach their image transformation journey on a surface level because they feel like it's the most logical place to start. They feel like they need a new look, but in reality, it doesn't start there. In my experience, it starts within. You have to know who you are internally in order to express that authentically externally so that the message is cohesive. I've worked with many women who have come to me expecting a makeover, but experienced something much deeper. And sometimes that journey or that process creates a bit of emotional tug of war because it's uncomfortable to realize that how we see ourselves isn't always the experience that others have with us. And that's misalignment. And misalignment comes at a hefty cost. It shows up as missed opportunities, eroded trust, diminished credibility. And once credibility and trust is compromised, you find yourself in a constant battle proving yourself. Early on, that realization came to me, and it was critical for me and my work. When I realized that I had to approach my work in a different way, I had to approach image development as a holistic approach and helping the person understand themselves so that everything made sense. And here's the thing, both parties have to be fully invested. We have to be open to the understanding that much of what we have been taught and given about image just isn't true. The first misconception is image is superficial or it's vanity. It isn't. It's a strategic tool, a tool to help you get from where you are to where you want to go. And then there's people should accept me as I am. And I agree with that. They should. But you have to be clear about who you are. And people need to be clear about who you are as well. Then there's the idea that style is optional. Well, you already have a style, intentional or not. But intentional style is not optional. It's necessary. When you're leading, it isn't optional. When you're building trust, it isn't optional. And when you're given a responsibility, it certainly isn't optional. You have to be purposeful about your image. It helps you to achieve what you've set out to achieve because it's always communicating by default, planned. It's always communicating, be it from across a room, on a screen, on a stage. People are always reading you and they're forming opinions about you and where they'll place you in their lives. They're forming opinions on whether they trust you, whether they want to work with you, whether they want to befriend you. Image is powerful and people don't dismiss that. Do not dismiss how you show up. Don't dismiss how much impact your image have on you crossing thresholds that your hard skills just won't get for you, just won't take you over. Ask yourself, am I representing a cohesive version of myself or a fragmented version that leaves others confused? You can answer that pretty quickly. Just give it a little thought. And it's all about alignment. Alignment brings clarity. And when you're clear about who you are, others are clear about who you are and they lean in. They want to learn more. They trust you. And this is what I have my clients to practice. And it helps them to set themselves up for whatever the day brings. I have them, before they plan to go anywhere, before they plan to enter a situation, I have them to ask themselves 3 questions. Where am I going? Who might be there? And what do I wish to accomplish? If you can answer these 3 questions honestly, you have given yourself the opportunity to plan accordingly. And this is where image goes from theory to something people actually feel. And that's you, but fully. I call it the presence factor. I also call it a silent commercial. As mentioned before, people are always watching you. When you enter a space, they're looking for 3 things: competency, credibility, consistency. Do you look like who you say you are? Do you look credible? Confidence, the energy that you bring into a room, it draws people in. And listen, being clear doesn't mean trying. It means being intentional. When how you show up matches who you are, people feel it immediately. There's less effort for you, less performing, and more trust. But where does style fit into this? As strategy. Style is strategy. It's your first line of communication. People see your style and your color that you're wearing, the colors that you're wearing first. And it makes an impression. Those 7 seconds or less. In recent studies, it's said that people make impressions in less than 1 second or less, depending on the situation. So, I mean, you have to make it count out the gates. And don't think about it as playing dress up, because you're not playing dress up. You're making an impact that can change the trajectory of your business, can change the trajectory of your work, opening doors of opportunities, promotions, gaining clients that you may not otherwise get. You know, hard skills can't take us everywhere. How you present yourself, your body language, your appearance, your energy. If it's visually cohesive, people understand you more easily. They want to know more. Leave them wanting more. Sure, you've heard that before. Let me be clear. This isn't about perfection. Perfection is a myth. And if you're chasing perfection, you'll never find it. And this is certainly not about vanity. It isn't. It's about strategy. It's about using your image as a tool, because it is a powerful tool. So I want to leave you with 3 words: identity, intentionality, integration. Who are you? Stand on who you are. Trust who you are. Intentionality. Craft the experience that you want others to have with you. In doing that, you're also being the narrator of your story. And then integration is just aligning your inner image with your outer image to create a cohesive message. Ask yourself, does my image tell the same story as my goals? Does my presence reflect credibility and capability? And does the way I show up feel like me? Does the way I show up feel like me? Not what I think other people feel I need to be, not what other people expect to see, but me. That's what's most important. If you feel like yourself, when you feel like yourself, that authenticity, again, is an energy. And people want real. They want real. So what I am talking about here is not something shallow. It's not changing who you are. It's just digging deeper and elevating and refining who you are so that you can get the things that you set out to gain. Your image holds power. It's influence. So you should use it to your advantage. The good news is it's yours to shape. Every day in everything that you do, be mindful of how you're showing up. Take an extra moment to put a little effort into going out each day. Not that you don't already, but if you do, just add a little more if you're not feeling fully aligned. I hope this has been helpful. And if you want to learn more about me and my services, visit my website, peoplepowerconsultancy.com. You can find me on IG at Jenny_peoplepower, or my LinkedIn is Jenny Dewberry. And you can download my free guide, Why Image Matters, Why You Should Care, to help you gain practical tips to get you to elevate your presence. And I hope you'll join us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Until next time, show up with intention, lead with presence, and let your... Thanks for tuning in to the Image Connection Show. We truly appreciate you being here. We hope you'll join us again. And don't keep it to yourself. Invite a friend to tune in too. If you're ready for more insightful tips, tools, and strategies to help you enhance your image, brand, and help you on your entrepreneurial journey, this is where you want to be. Until next time, keep showing up with purpose, presence, and power. I'll see you next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Take care.